want to go play at UCLA?
Just the schedule, the overall schedule that he went through. He was recruiting me. Just the vibe that he gave me. He was very genuine, very upfront. And coming out of high school, I just seen that was something that I gravitated towards.
And I know that, when you were in the transfer portal this offseason, you had some conversations with Ohio State about, potentially going there. Just what were those conversations like?
Just seeing the culture, seeing the type of brand of football they play, and just talking with Ryan Day. It was great to talk to him, pick his brain, and see how I fit into that culture.
What was it that ultimately made you decide to go to USC?
Just after everything, just after all my visits I took, just sitting down with my family, thinking about what's best for us. And just honestly, it was just the best. USC is the best of both worlds. Just a strong network. So when you are done with football, it takes you a long way. And then obviously, my DC from last year going over there was a cherry on the top. So those were the things that I was looking for, and USC brought that to the table.
You guys have Nebraska coming into town. Do you think you can name any similarities between Lincoln, Nebraska, and Los Angeles, California? Any
similarities?
Yeah.
I know they both have big brands in the college football. Besides that, I don't know any similarities.
Thank you.
Have you been able to play as yourself in the new college football video game?
Oh, for sure, man. That's the only game I've really been on lately. It's been real fun. I'm glad the game is back. Been beating up on my teammates, been beating up on my friends. I'm happy the game is back.
What's it like to see your last name on the back of a jersey? Because in the past, it would have just kind of been your number and position. Like, does it make a difference for it to be your name?
I mean, USC doesn't really do the last name on the back of the jerseys. Honestly, it doesn't matter. I mean, you're going to have to go out there and play ball. If you make plays, they're going to say your name. So to me, it's just, I respect the fact that they honor the people that come before them, who come before us and come after us. So I respect that, and I just go out there and play ball.
Being a transfer this offseason, what do you think it says about how you've gone about your work there at USC already, that they wanted you to represent the school today?
Yeah, just staying true to myself and just working hard and staying humble and just keeping God first and just being me. Just control what I control and just be myself.
What's it like having been on both sides of this rivalry?
I'm sorry, can you repeat the
What's
question?
it like having been on both sides of the rivalry?
It's definitely a little different, but nothing crazy. I mean, it's been an easy transition. The players welcome me with open arms, so it's a little weird, but nothing too different.
Kamari talked to Latu while you've been here?
Oh, Latu?
Yeah.
No, I have not talked to Latu since I've been here, but I'm sure he's in camp.
They just reported that.
Yeah, so I'm going to let him lock in on that, and I'll talk to him at the time.
Kamari, you get to go to Michigan this year. How excited are you to play in that kind of environment and being one of obviously the new guys in the Big Ten?
It's very exciting. I mean, they're the defending national champs, so they just arguably, honestly, you could say they're the best team right now. They just won the championship, so we're going to go out there and go compete.
Well, a lot of people say that kind of makes the Big Ten the conference to beat and just the best conference overall. What are your thoughts on USC joining the Big Ten?
I think it's great for college football. I mean, get different matchups, different play styles, play against each other. I'm sure a lot of people want to see these different matchups too, so it's great for college football.
Kamari, Trey Redfield with NTV News and Kearney. You get to play Nebraska later this season, and having a revamped defense like you guys, especially in the secondary, how can that give a freshman quarterback one that you may see in Dylan Raiola fits when it comes around mid-November?
Just starts with us communicating, knowing our assignments, knowing what we're supposed to do on defense. Everything else will take care of itself, but it just starts with us and what we do as a defense and how we communicate and how we adjust to their offense and how we adjust to their play calls.
Knowing the offense has been such a big talk with USC, obviously with Caleb Williams, new quarterback, why is it so important for you guys to get out on the right foot as a defensive unit to make sure it's like, hey, like we're here as well. We're a defensive unit that can dominate the Big Ten?
I mean, defense wins championships. I've heard that my whole life, so defense we got to step up. We got to play big time ball, and it's important for you to have a dominant defense if you want to win.
What do you think of your overall rating in the video game?
I'm an 85. I mean, it's cool. I'm gonna have to get that upgraded during the season, but I take it. I'll take it for right now.
What's the attribute you'd like to see increase the most?
For sure, my speed. I for sure done got faster this offseason. They wouldn't know that, but 89, it's not bad. But I'm not gonna say what I've been running, but I for sure want to see that increase.
I'm pretty sure you played Oregon State last season. Just what do you? obviously Jonathan Smith coming to Michigan State. Just what did you see as a defensive opponent against his offense on how they run things and what makes them, I guess, successful?
They were very physical. They ground and pound, play action, kept you on your toes a little bit. They had a good offense last year, great O-line. I think they had one drafted first round. So they were very physical. They had a quarterback that could run too, so that kind of kept you off balance. That was actually one of the teams that probably gave us our toughest matchup last year. So that I'm sure he'll carry that over into his new team.
In regards to your rating, I talked to Jonah. Joyner has like a strength of 93 for a running back. When you guys were like combing through the ratings, what were some of the craziest things you saw?
Honestly, for our team, just the Zach with the 99 elusiveness, that's true. Like, I'd probably say that's the craziest one, just because like seeing how he moves in practice every day, seeing how he works out. I think that's the craziest one because they hit that spot on.
And coming from Sierra Canyon, balled out, I mean, obviously, COVID messed up high school for a lot of people, but you go from UCLA to USC with your D coordinator. Do you feel kind of like a new person, even though you've pretty much been in this defense?
Not really. I'm just me. Just controlling what I control, just being humble. Just take it day by day and just play ball.
Kamari, a couple of the returning Big Ten guys have been talking about, these new West Coast schools. They're so used to their sunny weather, they won't be able to hack it in the cold, or they can't stop the run the way we run the ball here in the Big Ten. Why do you think that perception exists of the West Coast teams?
I mean, football is football. I mean, I guess you could say it's like a narrative that people want to paint, but at the end of the day, football is football. It doesn't matter what time it is, how cold it is, how hot it is. Like, at the end of the day, you gotta line up and play ball.
Why are you guys? What are they missing? Why are you guys more physical than they think you are?
I guess that's their opinion. It's just not a kind of paint a picture for the Pac-12. Like, they just spread, throw the ball. I mean, but football is football. You're gonna have to be physical. Like, that's the name of the game. So,
with the way that the DBs played in the spring game, what's been the mentality? Because you lose All-American and Kent Bullock, but you guys had a bunch of picks. There's a lot of physicality out there. What's been the mindset of the DB room, and how's it kind of spread throughout the defense?
We're trying to be the best DB group in the country. So if we're gonna say that, we got to stand by that. So we got to know our assignments, taking control of that communication throughout the defense, being leaders in the back end, and if something gets to us, we got to knock it down. We're trying to attack the ball. That's just the standard that we set for ourselves. And credit to Coach Belk for bringing that standard in.
Coach Lynn, I turned around the UCLA defense in 1 year. What gives you confidence from what you've seen just with him at USC that he can do something similar?
For sure. I think people forget, like, that was his first year being a DC. So he has a lot of room to grow, a lot of room to learn. He's going to grow. He's going to get better. He's going to get adjusted to the college game. So it's only up from here for him. So just trusting him in that. And then he's a great coach. He's a great teacher. And he has a great scheme.
What gives you confidence just from what you've seen from the defense in this short amount of time?
Just the confidence. Honestly, just the confidence from everyone else. Honestly, a coach could call anything, but if the players don't buy into it, then it's most likely not going to work. So as a players, we got to buy into the scheme, buy into the game plan, buy into what he's calling, and at the end of the day, it's going to take care of itself. But I think it starts with the players believing in the call.
Can you speak a little bit on your leadership and knowing the system, maybe how you've been able to be more vocal with some of the newer guys, whether it's transfer or new recruits?
Yeah, just I'm more of like a quiet, laid-back type of person, but knowing the defense, I had to step up and help people out if people have questions. Coach Lynn kind of goes through his install kind of quick, so which is understandable with the limited time, but just being open to text messages, calls, meeting after practice, meeting before practice, meeting before meetings, meeting after meetings, like just being that extension of Coach Lynn, answering any questions that people may have, and maybe they don't want to ask the question in front of everyone else, so just being there with open arms just to help anyone.
What do you see the identity of this defense shaping into? I know it's still early, but you obviously have a goal, but where do you see it going?
Attacking the football, being physical, and just creating turnovers. That's the name of the game. That's what you want to do on defense. Getting off third down. I think creating turnovers and getting off on third down is two key components that we try to hone in on, and I think that's important.
How was it building the chemistry with Coach Lynn and being able to develop that in the locker room as well as on the field?
It's been great. Coach Lynn, I think my first spring just going out there and making plays and just being humble and just working hard. I think he's seen that, and then just the trust throughout the games and throughout the season came with the communication that I was having, the leadership I was taking on as far as making the calls on the field. So that ultimately gave him confidence in me to give me more freedom, more leeway with certain calls and stuff like that. So it's been great to learn from him. He's been a great teacher and a great coach.
Who's the greatest football highlight tape of all time?
Tavon Austin, for sure. I used to watch that highlight tape all the time. I gotta go Tavon Austin.
Do you watch any safeties in the NFL?
Yeah, I watch a lot. I watch Derwin James. That's my favorite player. Kyle Hamilton, Antoine Winfield, Jesse Bates, Javon Holland. All safeties that are versatile, that can play anywhere on the field, slide, post, box, blitz. Yeah, those are probably the main ones I like to watch.
Specifically, what is it about Derwin James that is igniting to you, that's alarming to you enough where you pay attention and try to take different pieces and add it to your game?
His versatility. You can't take him off the field because third down he could be blitzing. He could be covering your best receiver. He could be in the slot. He could be lined up on your tight end. He could be in the box. He could help in the run. He could be in the post. So when you have a player like that, he's a chess piece. You can move him anywhere. You can put him anywhere, and he's going to be effective. So I think that's why I kind of gravitated towards this game. And because I take pride on being versatile and being on the field on all downs.
What's it like watching film with Coach Lynn and how he breaks down an opposing offense?
It's great. He's very detailed, and he focuses on the small things. He finds little techniques or little key things that people give away. So it's been great to learn from him.
Hey, Kamari, I'm doing sort of a survey of the players coming from the West Coast. Do you know what state Purdue's in?
Here, right?
Yeah, you're right. But I figured some of you guys might have to take a second.
No, that's true.
And this is not your first time in the state of Indiana, I'm sure, because you've been here for
sure.
Notre Dame games.
Nah, I was at UCLA, so
okay.
I just transferred to USC.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
So this is my first time here.
This is your first time in the state of Indiana, okay. Do you think that, what is it like for, I guess, maybe even your extended family, in the past, playing on the West Coast, almost all your games took place out that half of the country. Now people are going to have to make longer trips to come watch you play more this season, right? Like, how are you guys adapting to that? Like, just the people who want to come support you?
Well, I have a great support system. Shout out to my parents. So if they can make it to the game, they're going to be there. So if they can't make it, then I understand, life happens. But I do have a great support system, and if they tell me they're going to be there, they're going to be there, I shout out to them, and so it doesn't really matter where we play at. I mean, if my parents can make it, they can make it.
Kamari, at UCLA, what was the rep of USC?
What was the what?
What was the rep of USC? I mean, you guys hated them. I mean, what was? I'm sure you knew players being from Palmdale.
Yeah, it's a rivalry.
Yeah.
But I mean, you still gotta line up and play ball. You could not like the other team, but you just gotta line up and play ball.
Yeah, I mean, was it just an opportunity at USC? Obviously, you guys changing coaches at UCLA to go across town. It's happened before.
It was more so like a hitting the portal. When I hit the portal, it was like I wasn't just set on one school. I was weighing out my options and seeing what was the actual best fit for me to continue my college career. But then after taking on my visits, being at going to USC and talking with my family, we thought that was the best fit.
Where else did you visit?
I visited Ohio State and Washington.
Oh, okay. Why is this defense better than it was?
I wasn't there for last year, so I can't really speak on that. But
played them.
I just know this year we're gonna focus on this year, try to be better, try to be the best defense we could possibly be, and we're gonna compete.
What would you tell people about Coach Lynn?
He's a great teacher, great mind, loves the game, has a great scheme, and he's only gonna get better.
I don't know what the timing was, but once you were in the portal, did he recruit you?
You have a rule. Once you can't can't have no contact with the coaches until you're officially in the portal.
Right, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah. Once I was officially in the portal, then I was able to talk to him, and
Yeah. What's the difference between these two schools? Big picture. Programs.
It's just two different traditions. They're both great schools, both competitive each year in, year out. They both produce great talent. They're both great schools. I mean,
yeah,
tough to really say.
Has there been, in preparation for this season, has there been any talk about we have to do X because we're going into the Big Ten? You know, it's a more physical style. We have to do X.
I mean, football is football. It's going to be physical. So if you're playing football, you should come with that mindset. It doesn't matter what conference you're in. You should try to be physical every game because that's how you win games. So.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Kamari, Kyle Golick from Mike Farrell Sports. So you came over to USC from UCLA. Obviously, you have familiarity with Coach Lynn over there. What has it been like, the anatomy with this new defensive staff, with Lynn, with Matt Entz, with Doug Belk?
Just a lot of knowledge, a lot of gems being dropped from the coaches. It's been great to learn from each coach. Each coach brings a different energy. Coach Henderson, he's loud. He's got a lot of energy. Great teacher. He was just at the Rams with Aaron Donald. So you got Coach Belk, who just came in. He's been with national championship teams, so he knows what it takes to win. Coach Lynn, he only had one year as a DC, so he's only going to get better. So he came from the NFL, so it's just a lot of knowledge, and the coaches know what it takes to get to the next level, and that's what we want to do.
What are your goals this season for Southern Cal's defense? I mean, obviously last year 135 missed tackles, led the nation. You know, it really let a national championship style offense be spoiled. What's your goals this season? What are some of the goals that the coaches have kind of laid out for you guys?
Just be the best defense we could be. Just go out there and compete every week in and week out, and we'll pick our heads up in December and see where we fall.
Just trying to think of a follow-up to that. With Coach Belk, I'm assuming, is your position coach. How is he different for you than, say, a Danton Lynn was at? He was your coordinator last year at UCLA. Now you're at Southern Cal. You got now Coach Belk, who had the Fifth Ward defense down in Houston. Can you tell me some of the differences you've seen in that?
Between Coach Belk and Coach Lynn?
Yes.
Coach Belk is a more high energy. Coach Lynn's kind of like a little bit more laid back as far as like the rah-rah and stuff like that. But Coach Belk has just been great to learn from. High energy guy. He's gonna bring your energy to practice every day, and it's been great to learn from him.
So Southern Cal safety heritage. You know, you got Ronnie Lott, you got Joey Browner, you got Troy Polamalu. How do you want to insert your name amongst those all-time greats at Southern Cal?
Yeah, just be myself. Just try to create my own legacy. Just go out there and make plays, and just believe in myself.
Thank you, Kamari.
Thank you.
Kamari, and just with a lot of new matchups in the Big Ten now, what do you know about Michigan playing in the Big House, that environment? Are you looking forward to it?
Yeah, I don't really know too much. It's gonna be my first time, but I'm sure it's gonna be exciting. It's gonna be a great game, and I'm ready to compete.
Having seen them win the national championship last year, does that add to that excitement?
Yeah, for sure. They're defending national champs, so you know that's a big game. Everyone is looking at them. They're the best team right now, you could say, since they just won a championship. So yeah, it's gonna be a good game. Thank you.
Kamari, what was obviously you got a lot of LA natives on the team. What was the mood like when that Kendrick concert dropped and like the whole city was kind of just up in arms about Not Like Us? What was that whole situation?
I mean, it was kind of crazy. Just seeing everybody go crazy about the beef and stuff like that. At first, I wasn't really tuned into the beef or whatever, but once he dropped the Not Like Us, I heard it and then it was crazy. So it's been kind of wild, though. I mean, it's not too many people talk about it now. I think it's kind of like quiet down a little bit. But at first, it was a little crazy. Everybody was talking about it, but it was entertaining, I would say.
How did the team all come down on Kendrick, or was it split Kendrick Drake? Or how'd that go?
To be honest, I really don't know. I'll have to ask. We didn't really the team wasn't really talking about it. I think more people mess with the song not like us. I think they like that song more than any song that Drake dropped. So and people have been playing it over and over and over. But other than that, I couldn't tell you who's on whose side.
And then just with all the LA natives on the team, how much closer do you guys feel knowing everybody's family is going to be at pretty much any game? All y'all played against each other, whatever, i.e. Northern Cali, all that. What's that been like?
It's been good to see. I mean, even for the people that aren't from Cali, or aren't from LA, just getting to know them, having regular conversations with them, just seeing what type of people they are, seeing their background. It's been good to see for the team, and I think that's brought us together.
How pivotal has Taylor Mays been in his new role? Obviously, all the guys who've been around longer, they know his impact on the program and everything, what he did last year, but how has he impacted you guys specifically?
He's been great, man. He's been dropping a lot of knowledge. He can never stop learning, and Team Mays I go in there, watch some film with him about run gaps, about being in the post. He has all the film that you could watch. So it's been great to learn from Coach Mays and just pick his brain a little bit, and it's for sure been a lot of help.
Thanks. Good luck.
Thank you.
I don't know if you've seen Northwestern this year. They're playing a game at Wrigley. I know there's some bowl games that have been at baseball stadiums. If you could play in any stadium that you haven't in before, whether it be a football stadium or a non-football stadium, what do you think you'd pick?
Probably the Cowboy Stadium, AT&T. I've never been there. This is honestly my first time being in an NFL stadium, so but I heard everyone talks about that stadium, being with the star and stuff like that. So I'd probably say that's the one stadium that I would want to play with.
I know you guys get chances to play. I mean, a lot of cool stadiums in college football, but when you get a chance to come to a place like Lucas Oil and kind of look around, I mean, is it motivating to kind of see a place like this?
For sure, and then especially knowing that they have the combine here and stuff like that. So it's motivating, and it's kind of surreal, just the fact that I could one day be here, and it's great to see.
Thank you, man. Appreciate it.
Good. Good.
We got all easy questions for you. Yeah, we'll be done. All easy questions. Our business model is all positive. How about that? We did Lincoln and we did Miller. Ready? Okay. What's it like to be here? You're representing USC. I mean, it's new at the Big Ten, but what does it mean to you to have your players and your family, your coaches pick you to be here today to represent USC?
I'm definitely honored to be here. It's surreal, especially just coming over, just being a guy that's just working hard and just grinding and trying to be better in each and every day. So I'm definitely honored, and I'm blessed to be here today. And it's definitely surreal being in the stadium. I'm just thankful.
I've heard you talk about the combine being here. What's the future like for you? If you weren't playing big time college ball, do you want to play in the pros? Is that one of the things, or are there other things that maybe you want to do besides that?
For sure. My childhood dream is to play in the NFL. So I'm still chasing that in a sense, though. But I do want to be a businessman on the side. And I'm in real estate and stuff like that. I like video games, so maybe somewhere that I can take that somewhere. But for sure, we do want to play in the NFL.
Last question: what's family mean to you?
Family means everything. I wouldn't be here talking to you without family. It's my backbone. It's who I am. It's why I'm here. I can't really say it enough. Without my family, I'm nothing.
One last question. I lied. Have you ever played in the snow?
I have not played in the snow. I have not. It has snowed once in Palmdale before, though. That's where I'm from. It snowed out there, and technically I played, but I haven't played football out there though, in the snow.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, I told you all easy ones.
Thank you.
What's up, man? Do you know anything about this USC NLRB lawsuit that's going on that would make you an employee?
I do not know anything about it.
Do you think you would want to be classified as an employee? have to like log in work hours and stuff at USC?
I am not sure. I don't have enough knowledge on that topic to answer that. I'm sorry.
You're all good. I appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
Kamari, I'm curious, as you look at LSU, do the similarities jump out about where both programs are? Both coaches in their third year, both lost the Heisman Trophy winner, top 2 picks in the draft, both have new defensive coordinators. I'm just curious from a player's perspective whether that has jumped out to you guys in your preparation.
Honestly, not really. I mean, LSU is LSU. They have a great brand. They're always going to compete. They're always been a good program. So that hasn't really jumped out. We just know that they're going to bring their A game every game. So we know it's a tough matchup. So we just go out there and play ball against them.
As a player, knowing that that's your first game, what does that do for the off season or preseason? Because some teams ease into the season. You guys aren't doing that.
I mean, it shouldn't really matter who's the first opponent. You should go into the season. You should, in the off season, you should work hard, train to be a better version of yourself. So it's a great challenge. It's a big stage, which we want. So it's gonna be exciting.
I know, talking to Jonah, that both they've really emphasized to both lines that they have to get bigger for this league. I'm curious at your position, what was the message from the strength staff? Did they want you guys to change your bodies at all for the Big Ten, or emphasize different elements for this move?
Yeah, it just depending on where you're at as far as body wise and where they feel like you need to go. Personally, I was more like a maintain guy. For sure, got stronger though with this weight program and faster. So it's been good to work with Coach Wiley, and he's got a lot of us stronger, a lot of us bigger, and a lot of us faster.
Does he bring up the conference and move into the league at all, and what he's telling you guys as a group, or is it not?
I mean, I think the main goal with football is each offseason get bigger, stronger, faster. I mean, I think that was the main focus, and I think he achieved that.
Kamari, when you came over to USC from UCLA, and I know you grew up with a lot of these guys, was there anything that kind of surprised you when you stepped on USC's campus? I didn't anticipate this.
Honestly, is the media attention. That's probably the main thing that got me was the media attention that USC has. I mean, you probably won't understand it until you're in those shoes, which is something I went through. So the media attention that they have, or that we have at USC, is very different, and I'm grateful for it.
Yep, all good. Thank you. Thank you, guys.